Salutations and greetings! Got a little aromatherapy going on this morning, some lavender. It smells like the color of my shirt looks to me. Now it smells like that and burnt nose hair. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka Wise Clown. Welcome to my tube. Thanks for stopping through. I have to start with a big old thank you, Betsy. I've been doing videos since the 26th of March of 2017, a year and some change. It's been slow. I've said it before. I say a lot, I'm redundant. We all are. All the words that are spoken have been spoken before. We think we just are the first ones to put them in the order that we have, but we're not. Even with ourselves. So I'm a Heyoka Wise Clown to give you a little idea of what and who I am. I'm playing with the fire. I gotta focus. I feel great today. Heyoka Wise Clown is an empath to the nth. It's the nth path. An empath to the nth. Tuning forks. We read frequency. Frequency in others. People. Frequency in rocks. See energy in the sky. That's why you'll find us going like this a lot. What the fuck was that? You might find yourself going, what the fuck is that? Did I just see right now in time and space yourself? Stuff's getting pretty interesting nowadays. How do I dare say the veils are falling? So I've been trying so hard for so long to suppress and transmute these emotions of need, lack, poverty mentality, all these other definitions of these people have imposed upon me because I stripped away all of my old ideas. I've let go of all of my old ideas have proven to be nil, so I let go absolutely. That's what my mouth was trying to say, and my brain wasn't quite cooperating. So Betsy is tarot. I say tarot because it's all encompassing. You know what that is when I say that one word, tarot. Because it's not just someone who reads cards, it's what tarot is. So I'm a tarot, I do have a deck of cards, but I mostly play with them, because I haven't given assigned a representation of what they all are, but I've always liked cards, because it's a vibration, it's a relationship with the numbers that I see. I lost a lot when I was a kid. My father's side was big card players. I learned how to play cribbage when I was 4. I was born an old man. Old man ideologies, the good kind, not the greedy, freaking gross, nasty kind. See, Betsy shared on her page, she recommended me, and that is why I'm so excited. Because this is the best thing in the world to be recommended by your peers. Your same freak tribe, people that you vibe with. That's how I talk here, because that's how I see the world. We're all frequency. You vibe low, you vibe high. You win it to win it. That's down here. Are you in it to win it? Or do you want to win it for everyone? Or do you want everyone to win? Is what I meant to say. Song just changed, so it like... I see picture things. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm all things clary. I'm a clairier. Like a millionaire. Get it? Clairvoyant, clairier. I'm punning. I'm just a weird kid. I just grew up. I didn't mean to. And then I grew back down because I was in the military for a while. I'm a militarized Heyoka Wise Clown. Expert. I shot expert. Went to college. Won some awards. But in between that, my consistency always lied in my spiritual path. Grew up in Northern California, Redding. Broke my tailbone on Mount Shasta. Cracked my first chakra open on the Earth's first chakra. There's something to be said in that. Some think of it as a Lemurian portal. I love those stories. I love stories. I'm a storyteller. I've collected data my whole life of these amazing things. And we all can do it. You just have to recognize how the amazing things that you are and you have in your life. Yep. Because there's nothing more stranger than fiction. Nonfiction? I'm not a reader, I still get confused with nonfiction. Fake, not fake. So yeah, I've always interjected spirituality in there. I've always been interested in chakras, and, you know, as me, the student, has prepared myself in my life and seeking knowledge in different areas, has prepared me for the spiritual side of the second half of my life, and that's what this time is now. Happy freaking Gemini fucking new moon. I fucking feel so good. Nothing hurts. And it should, because, like, in all intents and purposes, this little orange dude, one of my critters yesterday, he was laying here, and his head was under the blanket, and I stepped, and I freaking felt, like, with this much pressure, felt like, oh shit, I was reminded, shit, that's Tucker. And I moved my foot, and I freaking fell on my rib cage, and landed on my speaker. My light source. This is where all those light things come from. So I'm a weird kid. I'm a light worker. I love light. I love living in light. I don't freaking it's not a shtick. This is who I am. This is who I've always been in this incarnation and in all the other ones before. Just talk funny. What I'm kind of a liaison. I try and I help people help find a bridge, as I stutter, in communication. Because I understand what people are trying to say. I'm versed in nonverbals. I've had in trying to decipher what people are trying to say, because both of my parents Mom had a stroke when she was 38. She had to learn when people have a head injury, they're not the same person as they were before. Any traumatic injury at all, you get a freaking serious car accident. I mean, any, major surgery, any time that you, like, go down and then drop back in, so to speak, consciously or whatever. That's why I get scared when people have to go to surgery, because it's just all crazy madman science. Incidentally, right now, I consider this, I'm not in the mood for Donna Summer. Beastie Boys posse in effect. I'm not sharing my music anymore because I don't like these little dings that I get. It makes me sad too, because there's so many messages in music and TV and stuff. Like, I can't tell you how many the synchronicities are freaking so funny. Like, I'll be listening to a tarot reader. I didn't finish the Betsy, thank you. Betsy shared my page in my community, and people started to watch, and I started getting some feedback, more than I've already gotten. More people are becoming in alignment. Yep. People are finding their tribes. Because we're going to have to make our own pockets of community and extend those out to maybe one day the whole world will realize that we are just one community on this planet. There's no need for wars anymore. Your freaking lies have been shown that you can't trick us. Now, my mom has dementia, and I asked her, Mom, why do we have wars? And she's like, because it generates revenue. So, there is knowing. We know what we know. And how we determine how we set up our pages is makes or breaks our life. For a long time, I put pictures in my view that other people told me to put in my view. Because they said, go to college. They said, go do this, go do that, go make money, go 401k, everyone, you have to have one. Do all of these things, and then it'll make you the kind of person that we think you need to be to make us comfortable. I've always followed my own inner compass, my true north, and it's made people uncomfortable. The bad part about this, the other edge, second edge part of the sword is the fact that I was a people pleaser. And I wasn't a people pleaser in the sense of the word that, like, my motive is because I could feel your dis-ease, and I would try to do whatever I could to take away that vibrational frequency in you. To my detriment, because I would change my behavior so that, because you had anxiety because of things that I said, I would get so twisted up that I would try to change my behavior to make you comfortable. And it started in my home. So to say the least, when you grow up in society, this is a lot of angst that I am finding in other people. Is that so many people have done that. They're just exhausted. Some of us have been brave enough to be who we are because the scrutiny has always been more prominent than the praise. It wasn't because I wasn't eager to try to perform to the best of my ability. I always did. I like to think that I'm just a mouthpiece for a lot of people that don't know how to put their words to their mouth and say it themselves. I'm a stater of obvious things. I'm fucking Captain Obvious. Then they went and made it Captain Obvious. I've been saying that forever. The best thing that you can do for yourself in this incarnation, don't listen to what people say about you. You know who you are. As long as you are more light than dark, we are all light and dark. How we set up our pages is who we are. If we instill greed and control over others and dominance and all of those low things, we're a culprit. We are bad guys. But if we try and make every situation and encounter that we come into better than it was when we got there, make it better when we leave than it was when we got there, think about what this whole place could be. It's the dreamers. They make the best manifestors. I am glad that people are starting to see the future that I can see. It's prevalent to me because they're starting to see me. And they're starting to agree. If you don't think, I'm gonna end on this because this is long and I freaking took me all morning to freaking chill my ego out after seeing all the green lines from after what Betsy showed, that I just had to meditate. Just freaking do it. Anyway, if you don't think that how we think impacts the lives of others, here's a funny story. I used to work at this restaurant. This Mexican restaurant. And I had buddies. I was always pretty black and white. Now I'm more gray. But I always had buddies that, we bust around with and stuff like that. I was always just one of the guys. I get along with pretty much most everybody unless you're a dick. But, I had this buddy and we always chummed around, and then one day his attitude was like, it had done 180, and he just was like pretty much a fucking dick, pretty much. And I just couldn't understand why. Well, years later, I find out that he had a dream about me. It was, I don't know. I'll just say that he had a dream about me, that's all I know. And because of what he saw me in his dreams, changed his attitude toward me, and I did nothing. So when people meet you with disdain, it's because they really like you. People have freaking hated me because they like me my whole life. People don't want to like me. Like, they find that they like me and they're like, God damn it. Like, the last, I don't want to get into that whole storyline, but she hates me because she likes me. Hates me. I'm like, it's pretty close to the same vibration. It's exhilaration, but... Alright, I'm done yammering on. I feel good. I hope you feel good today. If you don't, do things like this. Put smells that smells good up your nose. And put flavors that taste good in your mouth. Not alcohol. It's poison. Saying that to me too, so I hope you have a rad day. Peace.